Hello everyone, it's Birdie here, the Recycled Hippie Chick. Hey, I am on a roll today. I'm out in the art room and the weather's beautiful and I don't have to worry about it being so cold outside to heat it up.
It is cold outside.
And my granddaughter and my daughter are here making a quilt for the oldest granddaughter for Christmas, so you may hear a little bit of jabber in the background. Okay, so I found this. Just a minute, I'm dropping everything on the floor. Okay, so I'm out in my art room. Everything Christmassy is in the house. I'm still missing one picture. Okay, I ran across this out here and I thought, oh, how cute. That's very Christmassy. And it said, I ran across this that I had jotted down a note on the back of, but it has like a snowflake and candy canes on it, so I thought that was cute. So I made a little pocket to put that in, and I thought we would put all this together. I have two pieces of tissue paper that are Christmassy, kind of. So I thought, let's just use this, and I went ahead and scribbled on some background so I would have some color on there that's dry to get us started. I want to ink this. Let's see what ink I have out here. I have blue, but let's go green. Let's see if there's anything in that. Okay, I have a squirrel. I have a squirrel tale to tell you. Last week it was very cold outside and I was sitting there watching the squirrels eat, and I noticed this squirrel wasn't walking quite right. Didn't think anything of it until a couple days later. I noticed that same squirrel out there again, and it was really not walking right. It was stumbling and it could not climb up in the tree very well, and it climbed up into the feeder that I have in an old mailbox, and every couple of steps, every 2 or 3 steps, it would stop and scratch itself. And then I noticed it had hair missing on it. And I thought, oh no, that squirrel's got mange. So I'm thinking, what's the odds of me catching it? And if I catch it, I'll run up to Tractor Supply and get some ivermectin and dose it, see if we can't get rid of the mange. So I set the trap out there and did not catch it in the trap. I kept going out and checking it. The trap was empty. Then one time I walked out there and I noticed that, you know, those two squirrel houses that I built and stuck up in the tree? Well, I happened to glance at one of them and I see a squirrel's butt hanging out of it. It was only in up to his shoulders, and the rest of him was hanging out. And I'm like, what the heck? I actually thought it was Helen just chilling, hanging out of the nest. So I climbed up there and said, Helen, what are you doing? And it moved. And then I noticed it had hair missing. It was that mangy squirrel. I couldn't reach it because I had the ladder moved and tied to a tree, and the squirrel house was over here, so I couldn't stretch over there and reach it. So I called husband to see how close he was, and he was actually close to getting home. So I told him, could we get that squirrel out of the nest? Or actually I said, could we just push him on in the nest, and I will put the nest in the shed, you know, in the cage where Helen was raised, and I'll dose it with some ivermectin and we'll see if we can't get it healed up. And of course his comment was, when did you start using the pronoun we instead of me? I said, because I need you. When I can't do my animals, I need you. So he got some gloves on, climbed the ladder, grabbed the squirrel, and just went ahead and pulled it out because it was so weak. So we went ahead and put it in the shed, ran up, got some ivermectin. I dosed one walnut and laid it in there so it could eat it and get dosed. And then I went and got the nest down out of the tree and scrubbed it down and bleached it, disinfected it, all that good jazz, so that all of my other squirrels didn't end up with mange. And the next morning I went out there to check on it, and it was dead.
Aww.
It didn't make it. So we tried. It was just too weak. It was very lethargic and just didn't know which end was up. It was not one of my squirrels. It had just wandered in because I have 9 squirrels, and I had just counted them that day. I had this 6th squirrel in the shed. So it literally wandered up just needing some help. So it was not one of mine, but it's gone. I went ahead and burnt its body in the trash barrel because, you know, I didn't want mange in my area. So I'm going to have to clean out the shed now. I don't know. I don't know how far or where it went in the shed or what it touched. So I'm going to blow out all the dust and dirt in the shed and go through and spray it with bleach water. So anyway, that's the squirrel's tale for this week. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. And other than that, everybody is doing wonderful. You know what I need, and you know what I noticed at Target? I ran into Target yesterday because it's right across the street from my chiropractor. Otherwise, I don't shop at Target. They have Posca pins. So I need to go get me some, but I think they were like $12 for a set of 6, which is highway robbery, but they are expensive, aren't they? That is not showing up very well. I wanted a snowflake, and that pin is not gonna cut it. Anyway, I don't have a white pin, right? Let me make sure before I start painting. No, I use all my white markers for my squirrel markings. Not my squirrel markings, my turtle markings. So, I don't have any. If you guys could see the mess I have. And I know you guys can imagine, because we all have our own messes, don't we? At our workplace. This is not a liner brush, but it's okay. We're just going to use what we have out here. My good paintbrushes are in the house where I'm setting up camp. You're not going to believe it. I got a wild hair the other day. My winter setup has been in the kids' room where the grandkids sleep when they come over. And I moved it. I moved it to the dog room. You know, because I just want to sit and smell cat litter occasionally. So I'm in the dog room right now, and the kids' room is clean, so I don't have to worry about that. Hey, that's cute, isn't it? Glorious, glorious. I think we need another one. Where's that little card I had? Did you just see me staple that little... You guys, I wanted to glue some of this down before I did all that. See what I do when I'm not thinking? Okay, I just made a card to go in there, and I stapled some of this on it. Did you see what I did with it?
Are they supposed to answer you?
I also have this that says Snow in the City, which I want to put on there somewhere. I think I'll just put it right here. Well, I don't know where that little card is. I was going to slide it in there. But I have almost filled this. Remember I told you guys, I don't even know if that's the right shape. Yeah, it is. That I was going to do a December daily, and then I was doing another project and wasn't able to do it this year. Well, the project is done, and I've been able to work in my regular Christmas journal, not my December's daily, and I've almost got it filled. I'll do a walkthrough of it this Friday. I'll do a flip through Friday and show you guys
Rose, I think I'll have like 4 more ties.
my finished product.
And then you're done with the whole quilt?
No, not done with the whole quilt. Just, I'll be ready to sew it.
Just little snowflakes here and there and yonder. What do you think about that? That was a quick and easy video, wasn't it? One squirrel tail and we're done. Smear out my white over here on my painty paper. Let's see.
Oh no, 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 oh no. Mom,
Yeah, I got some pretty paper going on. Okay, I just need to glue this down and I think we're good. Uh-oh, I'm gonna go. We have,
No, I was supposed to help
oh,
you.
she's just mad. She's just mad, I think.
You could have just put your feet down.
There we go.
That would've been fine.
There's our page. Isn't that a cute little image? I don't know where our card is, but we'll find it. I can't believe that. How can you lose a card anyway? Just let me put you on pause and see if I can find it. Okay, I found it. Slide this down in our little pocket, and now we are complete. I feel much better. There we go. Cute little Snow in the City. Bye-bye from Birdie.